everybody. I just came on here for a little bit. We just have got back from an investigation tonight. We did a cemetery and the bridge, and also Peggy's house on the same place where we normally done before. I didn't really put the cemetery on Facebook, so I mean YouTube. We did get the bridge, and we did do Peggy's house. We didn't get much on the bridge; just wasn't very active tonight. We Rick, he was with us, and he did hear a lady's voice twice, but I don't think I've caught it on camera or nothing because he said it was really faint when he heard it. But tonight I got PDX Emmie. She is one of my real good friends, and she's on here with me tonight. And we're going to try to start doing a little show uh, every other week or weekly, or I don't know. We hadn't really discussed that part yet. Maybe once a month, just have a good paranormal talk show and try to figure out how we would do an investigation at the particular place, how we would approach it, and stuff like that. So, or a cemetery, see how we would approach the cemetery. If we would go in one day, then wait the next day and then go in and start like asking questions and stuff like that. So it it won't be a very long show. We'll probably be on here for about 45 minutes just to try to get the show off its feet. And so here's PDX, Miss Emmie. Hey. Can't hear you.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey.
I was sharing you out, so kind of caught me off guard when you popped me up. And well, shit. It's that damn mute thing, you know. Damn.
Yeah, we did an investigation. Hey there, Shaw woman. How are you?
Ina, hi.
Hi, Emmie. You're muted. Muted.
Not now. Not now. And the thing is too, so like even if I just run my and I wish it was more of a push button. It's just very sensitive.
Yeah.
Like if I adjusting my mic or something to bring my mic in, and so I mean it's very easy, and I forget. My bad. My bad. I'm dropping my rocks. Okay.
Sounds great now.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. So shit. I don't even have chat up. I was like too busy sharing y'all out. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a little talk tonight. We're me and Emmy's trying to do a new show about the paranormal and we'll take a look at a couple video clips and stuff like that, and we will talk about see how we would approach it if we was in that situation and stuff like that. Uh, Tonight we won't bring up no clips because I ain't got none ready. But
No.
we just want to talk about a little bit about the show that we got planned. What is your intake on what we're going to try to do?
Well, because everybody investigates differently. You know, everybody has their own certain ways. Some people like to chat a lot while they're investigating. I don't. I like to be quiet because I like to hear things going on. My bad thing is if I'm getting direct responses, I want to stay there and keep talking to him instead of moving on or whatever. That's my bad problem, and I can explore a whole area.
Hey there, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Yeah, I've been dropping your link everywhere. So, oh yeah, 5 people watching. Welcome.
Yeah.
And you and I, we did the ship together and stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to really work together or not work, investigate together. But I've watched how you investigate, and I pick up tips like that too
Yeah.
because that's how we roll like that.
Yeah. Uh, it's always improving on learning. I mean, that's the same way when we went to the battleship together. I watched everybody how they investigate, so I can learn because I'm like you. I like to sit there for a little while. I don't want to just
Yeah.
walk through because there's something that I could be missing. I
Yep.
want to
Yep.
hurry up and stay there at least 30 minutes at the most because you can always leave cameras there, but I still want to
Yeah.
be there and experience that too. You know,
Yeah. And the battleship, I think we may have got a tenth of it because I
yeah,
mean there it was so huge. But when you're in a hot spot, like the cafeteria was a hot spot, and we were down in sick bay. That was another hot spot
yeah,
where I was at. And like we've said this before, Matt went through there earlier that evening and he saw a face. Well, that evening when I was just before we were ending, I saw a face. And that's just like Matt will say, that's clarification right there because we never even spoke.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely at Jonathan. I've met him in person. You guys, great guy. You'll really like his shows, Anita.
I appreciate it. Like I said though, it's actually a different. Like you said earlier, it's different in the way everybody investigates.
Yeah.
And we always can improve our learning
Fluffy.
on different things.
Hi, Fluffy.
I have a ghost in my house now. Do I get rid of it?
You don't want to get rid of the ghost. You're fucking haven't seen you in a while, Fluffy. Hello. See, we just let anybody in here,
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Uh, like I said, it's my dad's live in the house that it's not what say haunted. There is a woman that shows up that lived there before. It's just I don't think she will hurt anything because she's a
Right.
little bitty old lady that lived there. I think she's there just to check, see if Daddy is taking care of the place like it was when she was living. Uh,
Yeah. That would make sense. That makes sense.
I think that's the reason why, but she does let him know that she's there. You know,
I missed you, Fluffy. Yeah. The other thing, oh, my brain just broke. What was I going to say? And we were talking about too how we want chat to interact with us and
yeah,
like they can ask questions or give us your feel on like how you like to investigate. Like if I go to a cemetery, I know a lot of people will just keep walking around the entire cemetery. If a headstone or something calls me to that area, I get fixated on that.
yeah,
And usually I can, get the activity from there or questions answered. And so that's the other thing. I don't always walk around.
yeah. She's just letting you know she's around. Yep, exactly.
So what do you like to investigate with? I mean, okay, so not with we can get to that. What type of places do you like to investigate?
Me, I like to be honest with you. I do like cemeteries the most. There is a little more history there. I
Right.
love to look at all different stones anyway. Uh, I've done one of my shows on symbols on the tombstones and what they mean and what they stood for. And now I just like to go to cemeteries and do an investigation and see if I can find some of those.
Right.
See how oldest one when they first started doing that and see what the date is on there. And because some of them is not that old far as the symbol itself, like the hand that's pointing up. That's dated back. The oldest one I seen was like early 1800s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I could be wrong, but that's the oldest one I've seen that's like that. And see how far the Mason sign is, the Freemasons. See how old the limbs are. 'Cause you can't shake a stick without hitting one of them stones.
Yeah. There's here in Bend, Oregon, you know how we were talking about caves earlier? During the height of COVID, they actually shut down the tours of this, but it's a cave in Bend, Oregon that the Masonic masonry. News riding around. Okay, we'll be there. We're live at the moment. I just dropped the link in the chat. Um, huh? Jonathan's cops. Yeah, come in there. Um. Oh shit, he threw me off. Mason, is it Masonic?
Yes.
Why do I feel okay? It's not sounding right in my head, but you know what? I'm just gonna pull this up and let you guys see it because it's Masonic Lodge. Okay. So Freemasons use this mysterious cave. And it's in the Mount Hero Cave in Oregon. And people like I'm going to screen share for a moment. I don't think there's sound, so I'm just gonna do the tab.
In Bakersfield, they used to when their lodge burnt down. Oh, okay.
You gotta let me in. There we go. Okay, so this is the cave, and it has the Masonic. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering it. But it goes so far back. Like, I guess there's a lot of history. I want to go here, but this is where they would have their meetings. There's benches on both sides.
Yeah.
And there's like a river that flows in there. But they closed it down, unfortunately. And this is what they put up to it now. So you can't just go in there. You got to get permission somewhere, and I got to figure out where to do that because otherwise, it's locked up right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's been closed since 2019.
Oh.
But that's only like 2.5 hours from me, and I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Caves have a lot of history.
Yeah. Let's see chat here. Shaw Woman said, "Oh wow." She said, "Oh wow, would like to see that." Shaw Woman said, "So cool." So let's see. Shaw Woman said, "Hell yeah, that'd be cool, Emmie."
Right?
So what? How would you approach going in that place to investigate it? Would you go straight in and just ask questions, or would you like let them get to know you first?
Yes, I would walk around and get to have them get to know me, know that I'll talk to them. And you know me, I always have my camera running anyways, but I wouldn't be asking direct questions or anything like that. I would introduce myself and say, "Hey, I'm here to check your place out," but not be personal until, a lot of times they'll give you a sign if they really want to interact.
Yeah.
But that's how I would go about doing it. Show the respect, take offerings. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate that. But how would you do it?
Me, I would do pretty much about the same thing, but I will go in there and just not right away. I will wait about at least good 30 minutes. I will take my camera, just pan it around and
Right.
like I said, introduce myself and whoever's with me at the particular time. Uh, I will still have my recorder on and my camera just in
Yeah.
case they want to start questioning first.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
and then I'll find me a good place to sit down where I know I can have a good area where I will pick up anything around me, like right in the center or on one of them benches or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Get right dead in the middle of them.
Yeah.
There are caves in Independence, Missouri, too, of which are
See, isn't
connected
that weird? The Masons, that
would
makes
meet.
you wonder, maybe we should start doing some research
Yeah,
on caves in the Masons, because they were pretty private.
I know that, Mickey. That's pretty interesting. Then again, I don't know. We had Masons.
Yeah, here, I honestly didn't know that either till I started coming across a lot of cemeteries. There's areas where it's just Masons in that particular area,
Yeah,
and probably 9 out of 10 cemeteries I go to, that's you'll find them like that, and I didn't know that myself.
yeah. Uh, North Carolina is one of the second largest Freemasons in the United States.
So
Yeah,
you better get looking on caves and stuff because
they are big here in North Carolina. That's like the
wow.
second largest population of Masons. Yeah, I didn't know that till my buddy Rick told me tonight.
So when you investigate, do you okay, so I like what I do sometimes is I will wander off kind of by myself. One, try to get the feel of the area, and two, that way it's really silent and I'm not doing a lot of talking just in case because you know how cameras can pick up anything and sometimes it doesn't even record them or if you hear it, your shit don't even record it.
Yeah,
But that's what I like doing. And then when I do meet up with who's ever I'm investigating with, you know, I pay attention to how what their techniques are and stuff.
yeah,
I like groups of like 4. I wouldn't go more than 6
yeah,
because it just gets too.
yeah.
But
I'll,
how do you
I've got, like I said, I've got 8 people in my team. We will go in groups of twos.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have 2, like when we go to the clinic, I have 2 go upstairs, 2 down in the basement, while the other 2 or 3, however many that's with me, will sit and watch the cameras for 30 minutes to
Right,
45,
so nobody's contaminating anything.
and then we will switch. We'll make a big old circle rotation, and that's the way we do it.
And see,
Uh,
you have a team. I'm pretty much independent, but my husband, when I'm here in Oregon, he goes out with me and helps investigate and stuff. And then majority of the time I travel and I hook up with other teams.
they ain't no Pacific cemeteries, Mason cemeteries. They just all scattered out in their own in a regular cemetery. You can count about 10 or 15 uh, Freemasons' graves just in one cemetery. They just scattered
Yeah.
out no particular uh, spot for them. It's just in their families or something other than family plots. I can believe that.
There's this one, I have part of a video, but Jay cracked on me because I bought was an osteoscope. You connect it and you can look down drains or whatever, and it has like a little light. I got one of those, and Jay's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with one of those?" Well, I come up to a crypt or something. I want to look in there because one of the what inspired me to do that, because I haven't done it yet, is one of the Masonary's cryptics, I guess is what you want to call it, or something. But there's broken, um, like part of the wall is the corner is breaking off and stuff. So I mean, just imagine what you would see. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm morbid like that, but I would make sure I would, I would ask and I get permission and talk and stuff. But
Yeah.
and I think I would want to make sure crypts or whatever they're called. I don't know. They're shit. Maybe cryptids is the wrong word. Hey Bootsy.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
thinking.
Julie. I know we're a little late night tonight, but I just got back off an investigation a little while ago. Emmie, she hit me up, want to know when we want to do a live together again. So I thought
I did it. I was like promoting myself on your live.
oh, you're fine. Yeah, I was kind of worried about you, Julie. I hadn't saw you in forever. I kept asking everybody, said, "Have y'all seen her? Have y'all seen her?"
Do I know her? I don't think I know her. I think
she does um the face mask stuff, the beauty stuff, makeup stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's more or less for women, but I've actually watched her videos. I like the way she does her videos, and
That's cool.
she does her uh uh mask Mondays, and then she'll sing, do karaoke while she got her mask on. It's so funny.
I'll go
Then
follow her. That sounds
then
cool.
her husband does the same thing once in a while. He's hilarious too.
Oh, I can learn some makeup tips. Hey, hell
Um,
yeah. Let's do this.
New York. Oh yeah, I'm still praying for you, Dad. I hope he gets better and everything.
Many positive prayers and healing vibes. Oh shit, I'm gonna like her channel.
She is really good. I've watched her. She's about one of the longest channels I've watched, and I think I've
Really?
watched about every show she has.
You're welcome, Bootsy. You're welcome. I was gonna say I like your background. It's a Ouija board. It looks like my Ouija board, or one of them.
Yeah.
I do. I like it. Okay,
Um,
so that's another question. What are your thoughts on Ouija boards?
to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big Ouija board person. I'm
Okay.
not. I mean, I ain't got nothing really against them. It's just I don't know how to open them, and when I do get it open, I don't know how to close it.
That
So
that would make sense.
I
And
don't I don't fool with the Ouija board.
so
Um,
my thoughts on it, anything the one reason why the Ouija board doesn't scare me is anything you use this is me, this is my thoughts, everybody in chat, so don't go blowing up on me. um Dina's like, oh no, 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 no. Anything you can communicate with, like, the SB7, the SB11, apps, that's opening up a communication right
yeah,
there. Rather it but see, if I'm not in the right state of mind, or if I'm, like, sad or, angry, no, then I wouldn't touch the Ouija board. But if I have a positive attitude, then I would,
yeah,
Also, if I go to places, if I'm just not right state of mind, I don't I have to wait to get into that mind. I don't wanna go to a place, because if I'm sad, if there's spirits in there, if they're already sad, they're gonna pick up on that.
yeah,
And that I just don't wanna do that to them. I heard everything can be a portal of communication. Yes, I totally agree with that.
yeah,
But I don't put anybody down who doesn't use a Ouija board.
yeah.
The Ouija board to me is like the pit bull. It got a bad rap. I mean, it
I've did a episode on the Ouija board. Uh, it was very popular during the Victorian era. That's how they communicated with the dead, with their loved ones. They
Right.
all sat around the table. They even got a special table for Ouija tables. Uh, they do like seances. That's what the Miss Winchester woman, Sarah Winchester, she knew
The
one.
one that has everything built in her house, all those
Yeah,
doors.
all them doors, stairs lead to nowhere.
Yeah.
Uh, that would be a crazy
Hi,
place to
Foxy.
visit.
That's my girl Foxy right there. She was with me when I went to what was that? When I stayed with her in Oklahoma City and we went to Tennessee together, went to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital together. So, and she's another one. So, Foxy, this is my friend Jonathan, and Isabel's in here too. Isabel's my girl too. I haven't got to meet up with Isabel, but she's like probably the closest person that lives by me. She's actually just one state away.
Yeah.
Whether it's a state of craziness, I don't know.
uh,
I totally
what
forgot where I was going with this, but hey, back to you.
what would be? Uh, I mean, how would you use the Ouija board as a communication device when you go in when you get your positive vibes? I mean, how would you use it? Would you just straight up like do uh, interrogate the spirit with it, or what's the word I'm looking for?
What I would probably do, I can't think of the word what you're looking for.
Oh, like
Hey,
provide.
Vicky, yes, I'm back doing okay. I was reading that. Um, a Ouija board is more of a backup for me because you know how spirits can drain batteries of everything, and
Yeah,
I do have a Ouija board in my kit. I guess my backpack I take everywhere,
yeah.
but I don't bring it out. Wait, huh? Vicky, yes. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm getting all confused, but it would be just like a backup. Um, if there's any type of negativity around, I wouldn't do that. So, and there's no batteries, so that would be why I would use it as a backup.
Yeah. Um, Now, if you would go into a place like it has really bad history of something that's going to hurt you or your partner with you, would you actually provoke the spirit? Uh, Try to get them to touch you or push you or whatever.
Do you mean like provoke in like a mean way and like put your foot down, or just like, hey, hey, come touch me, come tap on me so I know you're here type
No,
thing.
I'm
So,
talking about like getting them mad, like they start throwing.
oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. No. Um Also too, I don't like knowing a lot of history when I go into a place because I want to have that clear mind. Um Yes, her lives are great. That's what they're talking about. I was getting all confused. So you guys, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to Foxy. Foxy. Um, I don't provoke. It's really hard for. I mean, there's people that do that. I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
That's like going into a bar and provoking, the women in there or provoking the men and trying to start a bar fight. That's not me. What about you?
Me, I wouldn't think about doing any provoking. I'm gonna try to be nice as I can because I want to come out like I went in.
Right.
Because I think if you provoke, I think it will follow you home.
I
That's
never
my
thought of
opinion.
that, but that
Uh, I got enough problems. I don't want to add to them, but
I
that's
never
my
thought of that.
that's my opinion. If you go in there and they will follow you home, I know for a fact because one of my guys had something follow him home one night.
Was he
Uh,
provoking?
no, he wasn't
Oh,
provoking. It just clinged to him and
latched
it went
on.
home with him. Uh,
I
it
hate the
was
term ghost hunting. I agree with you on that. Did I call it ghost hunting or did I say out? Because I like to call it spirits, investigate the spirits and stuff.
yeah, or researching. Uh,
Do you
yeah.
like to go into a place blind or do you want to know the full on history of it?
To
Because this
me,
has been coming around talking about this a lot with a lot of groups,
yeah.
a lot of podcasts and stuff.
Hey there, Mr. Rogers. I saw you earlier today. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Me, I'm a big history freak, so I do want to know the history, but I don't want to know what other people have found.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that today too from several other people and stuff.
I want to know what has happened there, but I don't want to know what somebody else had discovered before we got there.
You want to see if it matches up like mine and Matt's. We
Yeah,
both saw that face, and it was a validation. Um, if you feel angry or something when you go into a place, are you going to continue, or are you going to step back and like just regrab yourself before you go back into a
I,
place? If
I'm just going to stay there, uh, just so I can really get to. I don't want to show them that I am scared or nothing like that. I want them to know
right,
that I mean business, but I want to talk to them. I want to get their story out. Everybody, I always hear everybody say everybody's got two sides. There's two sides of stories.
yep,
We know what our side is, but what is their side?
yep.
Why?
Oh my god, my
Why
battery
can't
thing is not
we?
working.
Why can't we? She said, "What I researched the
Search
meaning
the
lost
moon.
to me." Definitely. Oh yeah. To me, I think paranormal research stuff and the ghost hunters, the spirit seekers, whatever, it's pretty much the
Yeah.
same thing to me. That's my opinion. Everybody's got a different opinion about it.
Hi, bluegrass. Yeah, I don't really like calling it ghost hunting myself,
Yeah,
because I mean, some of them don't even know they've passed, and so there's a spirit there, but a lot of them, you know, think they're still alive too, and they don't know any better. And to say ghost, that's kind of like a
I do want to shout out Bluegrass Paranormal Adventures. I have watched some of their videos. They are pretty good. Also, the Myers Paranormal. I think they're from Alabama. They are doing good. It's a husband and wife doing theirs together,
nice.
so it is pretty cool. They
Yeah,
said, "Hi."
I've seen some of bluegrass's investigations and stuff. They're amazing. They
Yeah,
really are.
I just discovered them not too long ago. I
Really?
actually was going to name my team Bluegrass Paranormal. I said, "No,
Oh,
cop going to be pretty."
cops is pretty cool. The cops are here.
It's just me. I just don't like the term hunt.
I don't think I ever put hunted, but ghosts. Like,
Yeah.
do I want to communicate with ghosts? I'd rather say I want to communicate with the spirits.
High bluegrass. True. There.
Oh yeah, because I was just talking about, she goes, true, they're confused. Like some of them, they don't know they've passed, and they're,
Yeah.
like, stuck in that realm right there,
Yeah.
and the other night we were talking about this too, how some people, they think that they want to help them move on. I myself, I'm not a person to help a spirit move on. I mean, what if they're really not ready to go see the light? Even children, you want children to move on, but I'm not that person, you know what I mean? I can communicate with them, but I wouldn't try to help a spirit
That's
move on to.
that's gonna be my next question for you. We are husband and wife to laugh out loud. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. We are Kentuckians. That's pretty cool. I got some friends lives in Kentucky right now. Faith, Family, and Sports. They do a lot of.
Kentucky.
They are a family of doing a lot of stuff together. Just
Yeah,
so
everybody's so to people here, you guys just,
yeah,
make a community thing. We
it's
all are here for one thing, like minds together.
yeah. I like how Emmie investigates.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now,
True.
see, Dina, when we were talking about that shadow cemetery, Dina actually got permission from Patty to, because she was going to do something with it. I can't remember at the time right now because my head's not thinking. Um, well, thank you, Dina. And so she had seen that winged creature.
Yeah. I don't know what that thing was tonight, but I'm tell you what, it about had me jumping out of my britches.
Waffle House has found its new host. Are we a Waffle House now? Hmm, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Dina must have saw it too, because I know Dina was in your chat. Investigate blank slates. Do research after. That's what I do, Vicky. Um, I mean, like some people will say, "Oh, there's a bad entity in there, or there's demon like in there." I don't want to know that, because then subconsciously that's probably going to scare me. So when I go into a place, I go in, with my flashlight. I'm like, okay, I'm here, and get my own feel for things, and I don't want to know names and stuff like that. Yes, get the validation after, because you never know.
Yeah.
And if I go into a place and they're telling me, "Hey, over here, the lady in white." Well, that's what everybody says everywhere, the lady in white. I mean, I don't wanna know that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fixated on the lady in white.
I just want to know the history of the building, like if it was used during the Civil War, if it was used as a hospital. That's all I want to know.
Yeah,
I don't want to know
I
what
do.
somebody else had found.
Well, and, like Waverly, we know what that place was. There is some dark history there and stuff, and I have heard stories. I haven't researched it myself, but I've heard stories from different people. And that's why it's gonna be makes it hard for me to actually go investigate that place because of the stories I've heard.
Yeah.
Not that I intentionally wanted to know, but, people, "Oh, yeah, I went to Waverly and da da da." I don't wanna hear it, shush.
Yeah. I do want to go to Waverly, but I don't want to go right now. I want to wait till everything dies down, where a lot of people's going and investigate. I want to go in when everybody's done got tired of it, and that's when I want to go in. That's just my opinion.
Right, right, I want history. You have been to the Waverly, okay, and you get different stories before you go in, you know? Like, what is that area where they were the body shoot and
Yeah,
stuff? Everybody's talking about how, this is what's gonna happen here in this body shoot. honestly, I never wanted to know that. I just want to know, okay, what was this for? Okay. And get my own evidence on that stuff.
Yeah, they can tell me this is where they put the bodies at down there for the people come pick them up for the funeral home. They can tell me that. I don't want to know that they saw a woman in a white dress down there or somebody climbing the walls. I want to see that for my own self. That's
Right?
me.
Yeah, Dina, I think I'm going to find out because Bend is a small town, and I probably need to go to what's it called? The historic um oh my god, help me out here. To go to a historic team or whatever. I know what I'm thinking, but I'm not the words aren't coming out. And see if I can get permission to go there. Who owns it? The Mason still? Historic Society. Thank you. Because they can give you, fill you in a lot of places. And I think that's where I would need to start because that's only 2.5 hours from me. My son lives there. So I'd be killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I just want to uh see what we can come up with because the night that me and my dad we went to the cemetery up here in town, uh, right above where I live at.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the police department and talked to them, see if it's okay for us, or let them know that we're going to be there. We weren't there going to take nothing.
Right, right.
But I just want them to know that we're going to be there if they get any calls seeing some weird lights in the cemetery. But
It's not a figment of your imagination.
that one cop told that other one, said, "Tell him about that stone. If you knock on it, it'll knock back at you." Me and my,
What?
you know how old my dad is. Me and my
Yeah.
dad was up there knocking on every single stone, and there was over 5,000 stones in that cemetery, and never one of
Oh,
them knocked back at us. We was
oh
knocking
my
so many
god.
times that the knuckles was bleeding, and it never did happen.
Oh man. So see, it's stuff like that. Like people tell you, you go try it, you're fixated, and you're like, I ain't fucking getting nothing. And you wasted time when
And
you
I
could be
told my
getting evidence.
and I told my dad, I said, I feel like an idiot standing out here. I said, if people could see us right now, they think we've done lost our minds.
Yeah, even Dina's like, that would hurt my hands. Yeah, I don't think. Stop licking my bag, dum dum.
But
Dog's
yeah,
licking my.
we was out there at 12 o'clock in the morning knocking on stones to see which one's going to knock at us. He said a big stone.
Wow.
Have you seen the stones in that graveyard? Every one of them was big. He didn't specify which one it was.
Right? That's triggers. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Uh, but yeah, we trying to do uh, the best that we can, the best that I know how to investigate. Like I do watch a lot of videos. I do watch the Myers Paranormal. I do watch the Bluegrass. Uh, try to get different aspects on different people, how they do the investigations and stuff. And I've been trying doing a little bit of each and everybody's how they do it. But me walking through a place and uh, just doing a walkthrough, shining the camera around, to me, that's
Yeah.
not investigating. That's just showing people off what the place looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
That's
Oh,
like
stop it.
that's like that TV show. Come check out my crib and all that stuff.
Come check out my cemetery, my graveyard. And another place I definitely want to try. It's actually here in Oregon. It's in Northeast Oregon, my hometown. I don't know if any of you remember Ghost Mine or Ghost Mining or Ghost Mine. It was in Sumter, Oregon. I want to go there, and I grew up in that area. It has to do with the old gold rush and stuff like that, and they call them in their Tommy knockers. And so
Yeah,
just taking a tool like that would be, a trigger and stuff. So that's a place I definitely want to go to.
That many stones I would record knocking on one.
Real estate agent, what better way to know of houses and stuff?
Yeah,
And you got the keys to everything. I'm just saying. Maybe I better find a real estate friend.
I might be doing a new investigation for long. My friend Rick's got him another job, so he's going to get me in a college. Yeah,
Really?
a college.
And what are you going to study?
It's an all girls college. It's haunted.
You're gonna I was gonna say you're gonna wear a pretty wig and
Uh, yeah, it's we talked about it a few weeks ago when I first met up with him. He used to work with my wife at the sane hospital, mental
uh-huh.
hospital, whatever you want to call it. Uh, he worked with her, and then he was telling my wife about one of the buildings down there was haunted, that he keeps feeling presence there. And she told him that I was doing paranormal, and that's how we got hooked up.
Wow.
And
Nice.
we done been on three, four, five or six investigations now together. And he seemed like he's going to be legit. I mean,
That's cool.
he's more interacting with spirits. They like him a lot. They do touch him all the time. Something just got after him again tonight, uh, twice actually. Uh,
Mm. Is he the one that we were talking about? Is this the spirit, the magnet?
no,
Okay, okay.
no, but he has got some type of spirit tracking after him because he does get a lot of activity on him.
Hi, Tony.
We would have been out there a little long. We probably would be staying out there now, but it was so cold that our nose is running with icicles hanging off of it. I mean, it was
Yeah,
cold.
that's not good. You're just getting over being sick too. So,
Yeah. I mean, it was cold after babies born naked. That's how cold it was.
but yeah. So people in chat, how do you feel about what we've been talking about? And like I said, have you guys come to the table to interact? Like Jonathan was saying, we're going to have scenarios and we'll be like, how would I approach that or how he would approach that? Um, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
They're all still saying hi to each other.
Uh, what was the question I was going to ask you a while ago? So we was talking about something other than you went on that question. You said something, and then I said that was the question I was going to ask you. I don't know now what in the world it was.
Oh, what were we talking about? Dun dun dun. El Pop. No, Tony, we're not doing that hand gesture here. No, no, no. Yeah, Ghost Mine. Oh, was it? I don't think we were talking about Ghost Mine or um the Gold Rush at the time. It was before that. We'd have to go back and rewind it and for
Yeah.
next time.
Well, next time I'll have to ask you that question.
Yeah, we'll have to
Uh,
definitely check that out.
what would you feel? I mean, how would you feel when if you was to go into a place and you had somebody that you're working with? Like I always send two people in a group. I don't
Yeah.
send anybody alone. It's just for safety reasons.
Yep.
Uh,
I agree with you on that.
and plus, too, if one sees it, the other can vouch for him. Say, "Hey,
Yep.
that was true," because he saw it, and I got it on camera. You
Yeah.
know, That's another thing. Reason why I send like 2 people per team. If I'm doing a event, it might be 3 or 4 people per group. Just to
Right.
validate their findings.
And that's what happened when I was at Old South. I don't know if you've seen that where I was communicating with Adam with a balloon. And literally I would ask Adam to push the balloon forward, and then as it would come, and it like this is the wall. The balloon would rock like this towards the wall, and if there's any wind, it would be going like this.
Yeah,
And I asked Adam, I'm like, "Can you please stop that?" And he pushed it forward and brought it back and stopped. I was like, "Oh my god!" Oh yeah, it was like amazing.
I have got to get you in the Trivet Clinic. I have got to get you in
I
there.
know I heard you talk about that. We were going to do it last time. I think the show would be good. Exchange experiments. You do yes, experience that comes from them. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Um,
So, have you ever been touched or punched, slapped, burned, or anything like that?
I've been touched. I've had my ankle grabbed. That was that startled me. I screamed on that one. I get a lot of touching. Um, and it's usually children. I'm assuming it's children because it's lower.
Yeah,
Um, I think if I have better communication with them too, and like if you watch at Old South, I will get down to their level. I'm not going to try to talk to them, me standing up because I mean I'm not tall, but a
yeah,
little kid, that's kind of intimidating. So I get down to their level, and I think I have a better interaction with children than I would adult.
yeah.
Probably because I'm like kid like mind or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's me. I've been touched and I've been pinched. Uh, my very first night out on investigation, that when I first got started, was the Trivet Clinic, and
Mm.
I don't really particularly like dolls. I think they do kind of scare me more than anything. But
I got
that
dolls.
that night, that room we were investigating was dolls all in there. My
Mm.
cousin was sitting on a day bed, and I was standing up in the doorway. And she said, "Let me get by you, man. I gotta go out in the hallway and get some stuff out of my bag." I said, "Okay." Well, I moved out of the way. She done went outside in the hallway, got her stuff out, and done went back. And I done watched her sit back on the day bed. And I stood back in the door. And when I stood back in the doorway, something hit my leg, run back in, touched my leg.
Oh wow.
That's my very first investigation. And I shined that flashlight, and there was nothing moving. And
See, I've been jabbed really hard at my shoulder, and in my camera, I caught it was at one cemetery I've gone to, and it said, "Get out." It was a man's voice, so I think he was kinda pissed we were there. I didn't hear the voice till I went over my footage, but it was an aggressive, but most likely I don't get I've never been scratched, never wanna be scratched,
yeah, I've
and
never been scratched. That's one thing I can say. Need a book. uh,
hey, Lost Souls, hello.
we went one night to St. Albans in Virginia. It's a sanatorium,
Mhm.
and it was pretty cool. It has a bowling alley in there, and why you want to get mental people a bowling ball is beyond me. Uh, that's just like asking for some kind of hurtness. Uh,
Right?
Enter with Lost Souls crew. Hey, PDX. Uh, but it's just like I said though. It's just a place that were we went to, and it was actually pretty active. One of the my members that I had in the group at the particular time, he got a big red spot on the back of his neck.
Really? Like something grabbed them or
It was about the size of a baseball. I don't know what it was.
wow.
Uh, it actually happened down in the bowling alley where we was at, probably 20 minutes before they went down there.
Really?
Yes, that would be like giving PDX a bowling ball.
Right? Right? Well, I mean, and you too, we grew up with fucking what are those field darts? The darts that are like this big, yard darts. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, that who's going to give an 8-year-old kid one of those fucking yard darts? My
yeah.
parents.
You throw it up
But
in the air and you catch it in your head, you're gonna get colored with some crayons for Christmas the rest of your life.
yeah, yeah,
You're like, duh.
you would stand there and do it between your legs and throw it up. See who can go the highest. Because once you get bored of trying to toss it in the ring, you come
Yeah,
up with other shit on that stuff.
we used to. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but we used to shoot that old bow that we used to have up in the air, shoot arrows up in the air, and we take
And what
off.
goes up must come down.
Yeah, you take 40 some pounds of pressure going up in the air, that thing's coming down like a whistle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's dinging me? I'm hearing all kinds of dings.
Yeah, some Jordan darts. Yep.
All
uh,
right.
but some like I lived where we lived at when I was living at home. It was actually I wouldn't say a haunted house. My grandpa's been seen there 3 or 4 times. Uh,
Really?
yeah. Uh, my grandpa did take his life. Uh,
Mm.
so I think that he come back to check on the family. To
So
me,
you don't think it could be residual because he just starts seeing him there, or
I never seen him personally.
oh, okay.
I don't know him personally because he died the year before I was born.
Oh, I'm sorry to
So
hear that.
I don't know him personally, but my cousin that's like 6 years older than I am, he did see him, and he was white as a ghost. My cousin was when he first saw him.
Really?
Yes, I still need
Shit!
to.
Look, we got everybody stuck on lawn darts now. Yeah, those are fucking. But how many people's in here? You know what? You have 11 people
Yeah, I got left.
watching. Nice. And thank you guys, everybody, for coming and supporting Jonathan and stuff. I really appreciate this. You're
Uh,
all amazing.
yeah, I appreciate it too. To be honest with you, but I'm gonna have to be getting ready to get in my bed here in a little bit. I
That's
gotta,
what I was.
I gotta go to work Monday.
Yeah, we were saying 45 minutes. So, I mean, you did an hour and
It actually been a
pretty
pretty
good.
good fun though because I've actually got to learn a little bit from you and from people here in the chat. Uh, but do go and subscribe to each other, please. Check everybody out. If they do paranormal, if they do something else, it don't matter. Everybody's still family
Yep.
here in my book, but uh, we try to do different stuff each week or each month or however we decide to take this show. Once a month will
Yeah.
be fine, or once every
And we're
two
talking
weeks or
about
something.
doing maybe like a Twitter just for the show and stuff.
Yeah.
That way it can be shared out, you know.
Hey there, you.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Maybe even do live streaming investigations too, because that
Yeah.
way you have somebody talking, interacting for you too. We
Yeah.
don't know. It's just a work in progress. We've been talking about this for a
They're
long time. Like we
just
met
about.
in March, so almost a year.
Yeah. God, it's been that long.
Yeah, come March, January, February, March. Yeah, almost a year. That's just crazy,
It just seemed like just yesterday we was all on a battleship together.
right?
Which I
I
do.
can't believe a year's gone.
We are thinking about going back to the battleship, but it might either be the North Carolina or the Wisconsin. I'm not sure yet. There is another one that I'm looking at, but I've got to get find how to get in touch with them.
So the North Carolina or the Wisconsin, that's more of the P3 program people, though, right? So if anybody wants to join the P3,
Yeah.
that's
Uh,
the perks like that. Then
I don't know if Matt and them's going to be doing the battleship yet. I don't know. I sent him
okay,
information for him to do it, but uh, it's hard for me to get everything. It's so much stress for me to get everything topped out by myself. I said I wasn't going to set up a big event no more. That was my first one, and that was going to be my last one because it was so much a headache. I had about 6 people backed out on me, but it come together at the end, you know. Uh,
yeah, it's one of those you live and learn. The one thing about you, you didn't take people's money up front. Like
yeah,
I ended up paying you while I was there because I didn't really know how much to pay you.
yeah,
Um, but something like that, it's like a live and learn thing. If it was me, because I've watched how what you went through,
yeah,
I would be asking people for half up, non-refundable because you're going through all that
yeah,
bullshit to try to bring it together. And if they
yeah,
back out, then they lose that refund there because that's still
yeah.
your time and energy that you've gone through to do this. So that would be something I would think of doing.
Plan a trip for 17 adults that act like kids. Now, 17 adults on a battleship was a big, big deal. Then when we got there, you remember we had 4 people come in off the streets, and
Yeah, that was, and that, we didn't know that till after the fact. We're like,
yeah,
nobody
I
knew
didn't
these
know. I didn't
people.
invite nobody extra. It was just supposed to be the group that we went, but somebody that worked there told them about us, and that's how come they came in talked to us.
Emmy is the biggest kid. Yes, I am.
Sorry, I
My
didn't mean.
son was telling me the other day, he goes, the older you get, the younger you're acting. And he literally said that to me.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm missing the chat. I'm just getting big way of talking and
Yeah, that happens.
but like I said, you like a lot of history on stuff, right? I mean, you like history though.
Yeah, to learn after the fact, but I do like learning new things.
I want to
Uh,
give you something other to look up, and next time on the show, why don't you tell me what you found out? I've already
okay.
know about it. It's called the Hooked X. It looks like that.
What?
That's what it looks like.
Hello, Frosty. Welcome. Okay, so you know what that is.
I know what that
I
is.
don't.
I know what it stands for. Just do a little research. I will give you
Man,
a.
I didn't know this was going to be a test. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz at the end.
Well, it ain't a fully quiz. It's just something other that's fun that it make you want to do that particular investigation
Okay.
because it is around here. Uh, I just give you a little hint. The Knights Templars. The Knights Templar. That will, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Uh, there's this guy that goes all over the world looking for that symbol just to,
Really?
and it ties back to the Freemasons.
Okay.
It ties back all secret societies. Yes, like
That's so good. I think I heard about that.
it's
My husband might know because he's into that stuff. He's more of a history fanatic more than me. He's
yeah.
he's also more of a news person and stuff. I get my history from just plain old Jane or John, whatever. We could be at war and I wouldn't know till a week later. That's I'm telling you. That's because my husband gives me a hard time. He's like, shit's happening right now. I'm like, yeah, but it's not affecting me. So
Yeah, I don't want. I don't want to know about something till it gets closer to me, and then I want to know what's going on.
thank you, Mrs. Rogers. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, that's
I don't know if George Washington was. That's a good question.
what
If he was a
he was.
Freemason,
He was
okay, see,
George
and that's
Benjamin Franklin.
I was gonna
Uh,
say a lot of presidents were Freemasons. That I do know. I can't even name off all the presidents, but you
the
know,
majority of the ones that our founding fathers was a Freemason.
that would make sense. That
Yeah.
would make a lot of sense. And see, questions like this, like, you know, even leave him a comment in this video, at the end, if there's a question or something you guys want us to look up, do a reaction video to, let us know. And, you know,
Yes,
there's
it's
no such thing as stupid questions. Just saying.
sides together. They share it. Yep, they sure do. Okay, so he was. Yes. Uh
See, and I'm just learning that tonight. I wasn't sure, but I knew a lot of presidents were.
yeah.
So
He was one of the big boys.
I just know he used to smoke pot. I did a I did a thing about marijuana and George Washington, so that I did know.
I
He
have
grew it in his backyard.
a picture of my baby bearded dragon.
Oh, okay. You sent that to me?
Uh yeah, it's just like a lot of people don't know a lot about Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, he's the dude that discovered electricity with a key on a kite string. Yeah.
Isn't that? I didn't mean to cut you off, but it just popped in my head. Stop. Isn't that original light bulb still lit to this day? It's in like a museum or something. Hey, stop it! It's my show, damn it.
That
Still,
that
it
I'm not
never been shut
sure of.
off. I think it's in California. What's it called? Does anybody know that? The history? He smoked a lot of hemp. The history of that light bulb from Ben Franklin when he discovered that is still lit. Or still I wouldn't say lit. Um Still glowing, I guess. And it's in a room by itself.
Uh, wouldn't that be Thomas Edison that
Oh,
discovered?
maybe it was. See, I gotta catch you. Yep, I think you're right. I think you're right. But yes, it's in the National Museum of History. Okay, so
That being
Thomas
Marshall.
Edison,
Mhm.
I don't know my presidents very well. They're all dead. I don't know 'em, no.
Well, Thomas Edison wasn't the president. He just an
Well,
inventor.
see, I don't know nothing now. There goes humanity. Shit.
Oh Lord, that's wild. Uh,
This is gonna be a good show. Look, we're starting off
I
right
can see the
away.
comments after we hang up.
They're like, "Where did you find that girl? She doesn't even know her history." Yeah, no.
I do believe it's in the National Museum of History.
Really? Now, see, why would I think it's in California? What's in California?
I have no clue. I know that.
Alexa, where is Thomas Jefferson's original light at?
I don't know that one.
Either do I. That's why I'm asking you.
uh,
Alexa, where is the original light bulb displayed at?
From wikipedia.org. The bulb is located in the Edison Memorial Tower at the Thomas Edison Center at Menlo Park, a small museum near the tower in Menlo Park, New Jersey.
New Jersey! Not Philadelphia, not California, but New Jersey. Okay, now we know.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I do research on that.
So that I knew something you didn't know?
Yeah.
I just didn't know who created it or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's still lit to this day.
Yeah.
I wish our light bulbs were like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as much as we pay for them. Think we got to send Emmie back to school to learn her history. Yeah, I think I was skipping class during then. I mean,
that's because no one goes to Jersey. No one.
Okay, you guys just like I said, this is gonna be a really interesting show. We got the history nut and we got the nut. That's how it's gonna work out.
Read that one.
Under Thomas Benjamin edit. Oh my god. Tony
Was in a school bathroom smoking cigarettes. And
I think I was. I probably was skipping that class, or I spent a lot of time in the principal's office, only because it wasn't really anything bad. You guys wouldn't know this, but back in high school, I talked a lot, so I was considered disturbing the class, and so I would get sent to the principal's office, and then after a while, the principal was like, "You know what? Just go home," because he didn't want me talking either. So that's where I was at, people.
Let's see. Last few questions here or things I'm gonna have to get off of here, everybody. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh my.
But yeah, like I said, though, next time we come on, we should have a name for this. Emmy's gonna be the host next time. And I'll be her guest. We'll just do it.
Yeah, make the dummy after I already made a fool out of myself. Maybe I shouldn't host this. I'd be like, oh my god. No, but you gotta send me and remind me because I do forget things. Remind me to look up the Hooked X. Yeah, because I will forget, and it sounds really interesting.
It does. It all ties back into Freemasons.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to go through deep research, but it will make you think a lot. Because every time now I go to the cemetery, I will see a Freemason, and that's the first thing pop in my mind: Hooked X.
I have never used the board to communicate with anybody I know. I don't know if I would. My parents have come through on the spirit box before, and that kind of tripped me out. You know, because I want to help everybody else, but I wouldn't do it to communicate with the loved one.
Yeah. So if not, Emmie will talk through your ears.
Yes, I do. I would. Yes. Yeah. See, back then it was like I graduated in '88, so even I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD till I was like literally an adult. And they just thought I just had some mental issues, I guess, because she's over there, she's talking, she can't shut up. That's pretty much what they were. Just go, I mean, you're disturbing the class. No matter where they put me in the class, that would happen. But we're not here to talk about that, you guys. We're here to talk paranormal. But thank you all for coming and stuff. I appreciate it. And I will check out your pictures in a minute, Vinny. Yeah. So what you see is what you get. Oh man, I'm tired.
But yes, I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in. But we will post this on one of our community tabs, if not both of them, next for our next show, and we will have a big topic. It probably will be, I don't know, it's according on when she is free when we have our next show.
Yeah, because I don't think we'll have. You might have set nights, but I do other podcasts, so I don't know a set night for myself yet.
Yeah, just whenever you get free time, that's when we'll do it. We call it a free time live.
There we go. That works.
And if I can't come on at that particular time, just give me 10, 15 minutes because I might be coming home from work or something, you know.
Yep. Sounds good.
Let's see here.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us and coming in. Much love, light,
and
all the good things.
Talk to you later. Everybody have a blessed night. Even Nightbot says, remember to subscribe.
That's right. Listen to Nightbot.
Good night, everyone. Good night, you, Julie. I am happy and tickled to see you in here. So
I'll have my tinfoil hat on next time.
I know that you're okay now. So good night, all. Much love. You too. So you have any last things to say before we kick out of here?
Nope. Everybody be safe, be nice, don't bully. We don't want the bullying going on.
Yeah, not on this channel anyway, because we're going to try to do this. We're going to do the first couple episodes, see how it goes. And if it takes off, we might make a regular series out of it.
Yeah.
This is what they call a pilot show, whatever, just starting of it.
That's right. And like I said, we've known each other almost a year, and we've been talking about it, but just never.
Yeah. We just really couldn't come up on a theme of the show. So that's all.
Jonathan, you need to go. You're looking tired.
I'm tired. I ain't had much sleep.
You did your investigation tonight, so let's go ahead and end it here. Thanks for having me up. Really appreciate it. We'll be talking before next show and stuff. Get a hold of me tomorrow, something like that, or when you're not busy. Because I'm pretty easy to get a hold of sometimes, I guess. But we can go over what we want to do. So let's do that. Much love, and you have a great night. And thanks again for your investigation tonight. That was amazing what I was able to see. I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, go back and check that spot where I got scared. Whatever.
Yeah.
See if I actually panned the camera up and showed whatever it was. Because I don't remember the camera in my hand when I looked up because it scared daylights out of me. I mean, they about make a baby.
You don't think about it. You like your head was there, but was the camera there? No. So I'll definitely do that.
It really took me by surprise because I didn't, whatever it was, it's coming in treetops and it sounded like it was taking them all down when it's coming.
That's crazy.
I mean, that sounded like one of them prehistoric dinosaurs flying through the air.
The pterodactyl. Oh, okay. Much love. I will jump off of here and I'll let you finish your show and we'll talk later.
I appreciate it. See. Okay, everybody. Thank everybody for joining in. I thank Emmie for being on the show with me. We are actually going to try to do a show together. I don't think I can pick anybody that can do this part of the show with than her. We will start having like a theme tonight. We just want to talk and get people opinions on some stuff to see. But next time we have a show, we're going to talk and see what we're going to be talking about and stuff like that. So furthermore, I am going to have to get on, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I am so glad to see Julie in here now. I know she's okay. I do miss her videos. So hope she'll get back on track and start making them. So everybody, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.